Afternoon guys, so Jason from JVA Carpy Adventures, and you join me yet again at Mousehole Lakes for vlog number 67 of the Mousehole Diaries. So I'm on Kingfisher again this week guys, swim 6, but for now let's just roll an intro. Alright guys, well like I said, I'm actually in swim 6 this week. Now I know it has actually been 2 weeks on the trot, and that's only because next week me and Emma are off to Mallorca for a week, so there'll be a couple of Saturdays where I won't be fishing, so I've kind of fitted in 2 sessions in back to back. I don't normally, but I have on this session. So I've literally only just got here, nothing is set up, I will show you. So I'm going to get myself set up guys, get the rods out, and then I'll probably give you an update and tell you where they are. One thing I can say already guys, all this weekend I am going to be on monster bait. Obviously I favour their Plum Ice and done really well on it here. I'll be using Beast and also Carpo, so all 3 of their main baits at the minute. Carpo's yet to be released, but I've got some test bait and I will be using it. And the other thing is I won't be using the bait boat this week. So swim 6, there are a couple of places where you may want to use a bait boat, but I don't need to be in them. I can be, you know, a couple of foot off the main Willow Tree Island. Everything else is castable. It's one less thing, and it means I've managed to get everything in on one barra. So I'm just going to back off, show you that what swim 6 is like. It is a big swim guys. Like most of the swims here, they're all pretty big. So let's just give you a quick little look around and show you what's what. So there is the swim essentially guys. I might have to come out just a little bit more to show you all of it. There you go guys, so there's all of swim 6, and obviously the water's directly in front of me. Everything's just on the barrow by the rods because I just put them down there, and that's it. Just one barrow full, no 2 trips this week guys, which is handy. And look at it, absolutely beautiful. Now it has been an absolutely roasting day, so it might have been a good idea to put zigs in, but obviously we're going to be going into the evening now, so I probably, if I'm going to do a zig, I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll probably be getting on 3 wafters for today, and I'll just be watching the water whilst I'm setting up and then getting them out there. So I'll come back to you later guys, and I'll tell you what's on what rod and where. Hi guys, so I am finally set up, and I've got to tell you, I've been sweating my nuts off. This top I'm wearing is wet, so this is going to have to come off in a minute. Change into a JVA Carpy top no doubt. So Friday after work o'clock. I do love fishing guys, I've got to be honest. It hasn't even really been a hard week for me this week. I just love being out on the bank. So like I said, next week and the week after I won't be fishing guys. I'll be in Mallorca with Emma, hopefully enjoying the sun and the good scenery and all the rest of it. So hence why you've kind of got 2 back-to-back sessions at Mousehole. Again, like I said, I'm actually on monster baits this week, and I thought I'd show you. I'm keeping it really simple this week guys. I'm only going to be casting. Obviously we've got some real stormy type weather coming in this evening, about 9 o'clock onwards, for about 4 hours maybe. Thunder and lightning coming on, so I don't want to keep using the bait boat guys, if I'm honest. That's the real thing about it. I don't want to keep using the bait boat because I find when I come to cast, my casting is terrible. So I don't want to use any profound words on YouTube, but my casting is crap. So every so often I leave the bait boat and I cast, and sorry, just looking on one of my spots, I'll show you in a minute, but there's just a big ripple. So yeah, it's looking all right. So I'm just going to show you guys quickly. So for my prep for Sandhurst Lake, I sort of crumbed up a load of Plum Ice and Beast, which was given to me by Monster Baits. So thank you guys, thank you Smooch, really appreciated. And obviously I'm going to be using it down here at Mousehole Lakes because that's what they sell here. So it's kind of good, I can kind of use the bait they give me and promote Mousehole Lakes and Monster Baits at the same time. And it does actually catch me fish here. So Plum Ice has been doing, I've had a lot of success on Plum Ice here guys. I know other guys have had success on the Beast and the new Carpo actually. So I've actually got one of each on there today, but I'm just going to show you inside this bucket. So I'm going to have to tilt it down a little bit guys, just so I can show you. So all I've done here guys, yep, you can see them, is make up a load of small little PVA mesh bags with about 9 boilies, crushed some of them whole, and then glugged it with their glitch liquid, which is like a smart liquid, guys. And this is the Plum Ice, and I can tell you it smells absolutely lovely. So these are really lovely. So I've done myself a few for the weekend. Sorry, it's hard to try and show you. I've done myself a few for the weekend, and I've obviously got a lot of backup mix there if I need it. I've also done the same with the Beast. So this weekend my freebie offerings are literally just what you've just seen. That small, oh, these ones really do smell, guys. Just literally a small mesh bag that has been coated with the Beast glitch liquid as well. So if I need any more than that, I will make them as I go along. Bring it back to me. So that's it, guys. I'm keeping it simple, just simple casting. I'm in swim 6. You know, you can go tight to the island if you want, but I'm not going to. Two reasons for that. That Willow Tree Island is the only place I've got snagged up, and I did put it in with a solid PVA bag tight to the island with a bait boat, and it got actually caught behind a branch. So I tend not to go ultra close to that Willow Tree Island just in case there's any more snags anywhere else. And second, like I said, I just want to be casting this week, guys. There's something about when you cast and you feel it down. It's hard for me to feel it down here, for once, because the water's only like 5 foot odd, so I don't really feel a drop, but I know it's uniform here. So Mousehole Lakes, both of them are one of those areas that is a very uniform bottom, very easy to present on. Everything presents here, really. There's not really any areas that are hard to present a rig on, so I really do like it here for that sort of thing. So yeah, you know, you put your mesh bag on, whack it out, feel it down here, like, oh yeah, I like that, I'm happy with that. First one, just feathered it down. Second one, PVA bag, just feathered it down. Third one I did clip up, only because when I've been setting up, whilst I've been setting up, I did actually see a big bit of splash over there, so I was like, right, I want to go on that spot. So I did clip up for that one to make sure I was dead on where I saw that movement earlier. So yeah, all good. So let's show you where they are, guys. I'm just going to point. I might end up putting arrows later, but probably not. So let me just swing the camera around, guys, and I'm going to show you that. All right, guys, so you can obviously see this island in front of me. I'm about 4 foot off of the corner of that island. Then if you look to the corner of the other island, I've actually gone halfway on that one. That's a solid PVA bag. Sorry, guys, forgot to tell you what's what. So the one that's a few foot off the corner of that island is a Beast white wafter. And Rod just gave me a tub of their mixed coloured wafters, which would be really good at Mousehole, guys, because you've got a yellow, a white and a pink, and that I think is going to do me a bite. So that one over there is going to do me a bite. In the middle, sorry, not in the middle, in line with that corner, but in the middle of the water, so in that middle channel, I've got a Plum Ice white in a solid PVA bag with a little bit of glitch liquid put in. And then this channel just in front of us, guys, so between the Willow Tree Island and my island, dead bang in the middle, pretty much probably about 2 foot towards me past that centre line between both swims. I've put a carpo that I've topped with a yellow pop-up corn, obviously checked it in the bucket, happy with that, and that's gone out with, what did I put out with the carpo? So the carpo's gone out with some Plum PVA mesh bag. Obviously the Beast that's over on that island, that's gone out with a Beast PVA mesh bag, and in the middle is just a solid PVA bag with glitch liquid in it. So that's your update for Friday evening, guys. I'm going to make myself a coffee, sit outside. It is starting to cool down just a little bit, so it's quite pleasant. Just sit here, relax, watch the water, be grateful that the working week is over and I'm on the bank and I can fish and relax, and yeah, hopefully have a fish or two. So stay tuned this weekend, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you a fish or two. Thanks for watching. Morning, guys. So about 10 to 5 Saturday morning, and I'll say unfortunately I didn't have any bites during the night, but with the weather the way it was last night, I'm kind of slightly glad I didn't get any bites. There has been a couple of fish out. The guy in number 7, I believe he's had his second one this morning. He had one last night. He's had one probably about half hour ago. So they are biting. I'm not going to comment on any of my spots or anything because I was happy with them, so all good. The only thing I have done is bring in the carpo, because I've been using a carpo bottom bait topped with corn, and that never lasts a night, so I probably should have put a wafter on there last night rather than using the bottom bait. And I've just pinged out a few boilies over each of them this morning. That's it. Probably about 5 boilies over each of the rods. That's it, guys. I'm going to have my coffee, watch the water. It's daylight again now. It's meant to be like 15 degrees at the minute, but I'll be honest, I don't think it's that warm because there is a little mist over the water in places, which kind of indicate that the air temperature's colder than the water temperature. So yeah, looking alright in a minute, guys. Meant to be maybe a little bit of rain again in a couple of hours, probably about 8 o'clock, a few hours, and then no more rain until tomorrow, so that'll be good. I had a bit of sleep, won't lie. Did get some sleep. Woke up again, well, a couple of times during the night. I had the door up because of how hard it's raining. Unfortunately, it's coming in a little bit here. Not terribly, but a little bit. I say I had the door up. I have it sort of halfway up and then just velcroed at the top, so I can just rip the velcro down and run out. And I didn't zip it, because you didn't zip it all the way up. There was some little bits of rain coming in, but it's all dried off now, so it's all good. Alright guys, well, I'm going to have my morning coffee, watch the water. I'll spin it around quickly just so you can see what it's like. It's nice, it's pleasant, but like I said, a little bit. It's not as warm as what the temperature is telling you it is. I'll be honest, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt and it's not that warm. So let me spin it around for you. There you go. Does look quite nice out there. As I said, guy number 7, nice guy, him and his dad are here. He's just had another, so doing alright. And I'll be honest, there was plenty of fish activity. I went into last night quite confident, guys, if I'm honest. I saw fish. A couple of spots I put rigs on is where I saw either a fish or lots of activity, enough for me to be confident. And I was confident last night, so I still believe between now and, what do you say, 10:30 today? I reckon between now and 10:30 I will have a bite. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. If you're out on the bank, I hope you have a good one. And yeah, let's see what the morning brings. Afternoon all. So Saturday afternoon, literally bang on 12 o'clock. And I've just redone the rods. I tell you guys, one of the things you do notice how easy it is if you're just casting and not using the bait boat. It's literally a case of cast, cast, cast. Oh, that's it, all 3 rods are done. Oh, great. Really is so easy. Once you've checked your hooks, of course. It's really so easy. I haven't even changed one different bait. The others have just one solid bag, which is a change. The other one I've kept on. But anyway, let's tell you what's on what and show you where. I'm just going to point it out on the finger. So towards my right hand side margin, if you think the middle line of the island, and then about 4 foot off, that's got the Plum Ice yellow wafter in a solid PVA bag. That's it, happy days. So in between the willow tree and the island, midway point and in line with them, so the midway, halfway of that island depth wise, I've gone along that centre line. That's going to be the Monster Baits Beast, and that's with a little mesh bag full of 3 boilies and 6 crumb. So with a little bit of their glitch liquid, which is good stuff. So that's over there. And then towards the corner of the island, but off about 10 foot, so not quite a rod length, off about 10 foot. Seen lots of motion over there yesterday. That's actually, it's meant to be carpo, but I've actually put a Plum Ice on there topped with 2 pop-up corn, just so it sits real nice. But that's a bottom bait, so that will have to be replaced because that won't last all day basically. It won't last till tomorrow, that's for sure. A few hours and I'll need to bring that in and redo it. So that's where I am for Saturday afternoon. It's looking quite nice here, guys. It's not like absolutely blinding you with sun, but it is very bright. There is some cloud. There is a slight breeze. There's meant to be quite a lot of breeze, but actually at the minute there is none. There's meant to be gusts up to 30 miles an hour today, but at the minute I'll be praying for it. I'll be honest, I am a little bit hot, guys, and it's lovely at the minute, really nice. So good weather for it, so fingers crossed can get one this afternoon. I did think I was honestly going to get one last night, guys. I was pretty confident with the amount of activity you see yesterday late evening. Obviously I get here late on a Friday, but late evening, the amount of activity I see, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely in for it today. So fingers crossed it's going to happen today. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I can bring you a couple of fish or two. A couple of fish or two? How about a fish or two? Alright guys, so Saturday evening, just thought I'd show you what's going out before I put them out. So the right hand rod is going to be a Beast wafter. The middle rod is going to be a Plum Ice wafter topped with corn, and the left hand rod is going to be a white Plum Ice in a solid PVA bag. Show you where they're going in a minute, guys. Alright guys, so I am casting this weekend, no bait boat. So I just thought I'd show you. Unfortunately this camera only zooms in 2 times, guys, so you're not going to see it super close. But the first one is a monster baits beast. I'm going to go to the right hand side of the island, hopefully within about a foot, providing I don't put it on the island. Oh, that is lovely. Alright guys, I don't know how close that came out on the camera, but that was literally probably within about 6 inches of exactly the island, so it was exactly where I wanted to be. So next one is going to be the other side of the island, to be fair, only because in the last hour there's been fish bosh out on either side of the island, so I'm going towards both corners of the island. Alright guys, so the second one is a white plum ice topped with pop-up corn. Hopefully again get it within about a foot of the island, corner of the island on the left hand side. Oh, that was so good. Guys, I won't lie, there is something about casting and getting it absolutely spot on where you want it. That's just so fulfilling, it really is. I don't know, I forget I can actually cast, but you know, just keep practicing a little bit and you get better and better at it. But when you start using the bait boat all the time, you find your casting is rubbish, and mine of late has been rubbish. But I don't know, yesterday it seemed okay, today it seems really on point, so I'm like exactly nailing it, exactly where I get it, and I'm like, it just fills you with that much more confidence. Something else I should also say, guys, is those have both gone out as singles, no little mesh bag or anything. I might ping maybe about 4 boilies over each, but that'll be roughly in the area. I don't want to put anything on top of the bait, I want it as a single hook bait. Now last one is going into this channel over here. It's going to be that solid PVA bag with the white plum ice in there, and I'm just aiming for the middle on this one, guys, so this one isn't as critical, but obviously tight to the island is, so this one will be a doddle. Alright guys, so as you see, that one went out also very well, so I'm really happy with placement of all of my rods for tonight. Like I said, fish did show on the corner of this, fish showed on the corner of that. They're always going through this channel here. I'll tell you what guys, you know, I'm doing my best, I'm very happy with anything. Like I said, I'm just going to ping maybe 4 boilies that match whatever bait's gone out on each. So the first one's going to be beast, second is going to be the old plum ice, which I love, and the third's going to be the plum ice. So I'm just going to ping literally 4 boilies over each, and that's it guys. Happy days, that'll do. And I don't need to get them closer, I just want them in the area. So yeah, happy days. Bring on Saturday night and bring on some carp.
Morning all. So 4 o'clock Sunday morning, and I'm quite surprised to say I've not had any of the rods go off. I was kind of, both spots on the island actually saw carp bosh out on. The other one, middle spot between them, is a spot. So yeah, so far nothing, but it's starting to get a little bit light. I was up probably about 3 o'clock, so I pinged a few boilies out in the dark. 4 o'clock now, just got up, pinged another 4 boilies out over each of the spots. It's probably about that time where I can stay up now and just put the chair on, put the chair up and have a look at the water, watch the water, see if I can see anything. Have heard a couple boshing out in the last hour though, to be fair. Not exactly where I am, mainly over the other side and to my left. But it does mean that they're moving, which is why I thought, you know what, I might as well get up and ping out another 4 boilies. I know the silvers in here are smashing them up quite quick, so just thought I'd get a little bit of attraction over there. Swing the camera around guys, show you what it's like at 4 o'clock in the morning here. Like I said, it's good enough that you can be watching the water, looking for signs of fish. So probably make myself a coffee, try and wake up and watch the water. But let me show you quickly guys. There you go guys. So it probably looks a little bit darker on this. Let me see if I zoom in, if it lightens it up any. No, not really. But there you go guys. Yeah, that's good enough. You can see it's light enough that you can watch the water and see if there's any signs of fish anywhere. Alright guys, well hopefully I'm going to be able to give you an update this morning before I leave with a fish. Otherwise it's going to be a quiet weekend.
Morning all. Well, it's about 8:30 Sunday morning guys, and I'm actually going to call a close to this session. I'm not going to leave or have stuff packed down until probably 10:30, leave by 11. But I thought I'd do this bit before I get all hot and sweaty. The temperatures are building up here, and no doubt I'm going to be hot and sweaty by the end of it, so I thought I'd give you a little outro now. So firstly, thank you for watching guys. Sadly I haven't been able to put any fish on the bank now. I will have the camera rolling until I will have the camera available until I leave, so if I do get anything I will be sure to include it, probably before this a little bit. I haven't really got any excuses guys. The spots I went to last night I was very confident in. I'd seen 2 fish show on either corner of the island, and I put 2 rigs very nicely exactly where they were, so I was very happy with that. The other one I put in a known spot, and one recommended to me my rod, so I was happy with that. The only thing I've done this morning, watching the water from about 4 o'clock, I've seen a few areas that were fizzing, so I brought the one in off the right hand side corner and brought it forward about a rod length to where I saw some fizzing. Nothing's happened on that. And then towards the Willow Tree Island, there was a lot of fizzing and action going on, so I've brought the middle one in and put that towards that. So I kind of feel I've done everything I can, and unfortunately I've not been able to put a fish on the bank. Now the good news is guy in 7, I think he's had 3 now, so 7's had 3. 5 has had 1, so his dad Paul has had 1 last night, so well done Paul. And I'm in the middle of both of them and had nothing, so yeah, that's really bad show. But the fish have been here, guys. I have seen them. I can't say I weren't on them or anything like that, so I've just been unfortunate this time, but I will be back again and hopefully have something that time. So thank you for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. I post every single Friday, guys, at 6:30. And if you've enjoyed this fishless video, give it the old thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon. So as always, it only leaves me to say, stay safe, stay fishing. I'll see you in the next vlog.